secret. I tell people you're only as sick as your secrets. And so people are keeping this secret. One of the big cathartic things that happens when they come to me is that they tell. They tell what they've been doing. And I listen. My job is to teach. I decided not to be a traditional psychotherapist. I wanted to teach people psychology. If I'm thinking object relations theory, I want to be talking to them about it because I don't want people back. I've got no shortage of clients. The phone rings off the hook. I can only see 25 people a week because any more than that, and I start to get a little funky. But I teach them what I've learned. I tell them the story I'm telling you. I tell them about me and Porgy and how I grew up, and I tell them about Nina, and I tell them about how I just missed it and how I've mature now, and I ask them if that's what they want. My job is to stop the behavior and convert. Very important to the work I do. Convert these coping strategies, these young regressive thoughts. They're really out of control. I mean, I just got paged, and I know who it is, and I know he's near an adult theater, and as soon as this is finished, I need to call him up, and hopefully he didn't go in. Now, if he goes in, he's going to get in a whole lot of trouble. This isn't like entertainment. I realize the topic tonight is about entertainment or addiction. And I think it's very entertaining to see beautiful women. I think when they're unclothed, it's beautiful. It's just that early on, I didn't get the teaching and the spiritual nature of sex and the real understanding of the beauty of a relationship and intimacy, to be able to see that with real clarity. Most people that leave after our work, if you're making $110,000, they'll make another $50,000. I pretty well track that, though I don't have absolute statistics, because if you're not thinking about sex 50 to 85% of your day, what else is there to do? You might as well do your job. So they do their job, or they get another job. Many people change careers because a lot of people, it's hard to believe, but a lot of people have careers that give them a lot of unstructured time. So they can drive around, and they can stop at porn shops, or they could go to a massage parlor, or they could cruise. I got guys that never have sex. They just cruise. It's amazing, the stories. I could sit here for hours, and everybody would just shake their head, and their eyes would get wide. The really outrageous stuff people do. I happen to be a believer that you're not your mind, but that's a whole nother evening. And what I try to get people to do is observe what they're doing, especially observe the regressive parts that aren't doing them much good. Nobody comes to me and says, I love porn, it's not doing me any harm, but I'd just like to talk to you about it. I just got a call, I had to take it while I was eating dinner. A guy who was, I'm not really sure, do you think there's anything wrong? And I said, well, the mere fact that you're calling sounds like you need to do a little history. We need to find out what in the world happened, that you got divorced, you've been in 19 3 or 4 month relationships and can't go any longer than 4 months. It might be interesting to find out. I often, when people come to me, I give them homework every day, because every day my competitor, the regression, is knocking at the door saying, hey, just this one website. And so they have to call me sometimes morning, tell me what they're going to do, and call me at night and tell me they did it. I don't want to do that because it takes a lot of time. But I do it until someone is able to see this young kid that wants his toy, this kid who's who just didn't have the role modeling to be able to understand what's going on and how to be in a relationship, or how to just be by yourself without having to gratify yourself. I have clients that masturbate 7, 8, 10 times a day. I have clients that masturbate and ejaculate blood. And it's unbelievable to be on the other end of the phone. The stories are astounding. I said at the beginning of my talk that I don't have anything against porn. What I'd like to do, what I'd like to consider is the industry meeting somehow. It seems like there's some polarity here. It's like I hear people saying it's all okay, and we hear these statistics about why it's okay, and I understand all that. I mean, I don't disagree with any of it. I'd like to meet somehow. I'm tired of the polarity. I'm tired of black and white thinking and Republicans and Democrats. I think everybody in the room is tired of Republicans and Democrats. I mean, all they do is fight. I don't want to fight anybody. But I do want to take responsibility from my side, and I'd like the industry to take responsibility for their side. I'm just wondering, I know years ago they used to have porn movies where there was actually a story, a whole long story, and Nina's been in them. And I guess people just want the money shots, because that seems to be what my clients talk about now. So I'm just wondering if there wouldn't be some way to meet somehow, and at least provide some form of intimacy, because the women are so lovely in these movies, so beautiful, and so nice from my meeting here tonight, that I'd just like to say the word meet. Where could we meet? Where can this be met, so that there aren't any of these damn hearings in Washington with nutcases doing crazy stuff, and so there aren't people that are far beyond me who are just saying, you can do anything you want, and then we got people that are saying it shouldn't happen at all. Where can we meet? Because it's not going away. I mean, as long as there's two little kids in the backyard, they're going to say, hey, you want to go see my sister naked? It's just the way it's going to be. So how can we meet? How can it be met? What can the industry do about it? Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.